Hello.
Marcella, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I saw the picture of you wearing a hoodie looking like a homeless guy, Solomon.
Did you like that?
Yes, I did.
Soul the Sloth, I believe they called it, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. But there you go, we have to take these things, don't we, you know?
Yes.
There we are. Well, I'll let you do your recording of what you need to do and not interrupt you.
Cool, thanks, bye. So for the record, a nice encounter with PC Solomon Martin, former police community support officer. Anyway, one other person, the guy on the left, in the white hoodie is James Harvey. I'm sure he won't mind me recording because I remember he used to go to left wing demonstrations and record those. Guess that would. Anyway, prefer not to call people names. You know what I mean? Guess that makes technically an auditor then. I was going to say, but I'm not calling him one. That's up to him to define. Prefer not to call to label people. On the right, wearing her scarf and purple jacket, is Sydney Jones with the glasses on. Hello. Fine, thanks, yeah. Sorry? Yeah, get a video of the event as well. I'm going to move a bit closer, not record random passers-by. Why being anti-trans though makes you wonder, why not just focus on the cause? Like one of the activists I know, Luke, said if you're going to attend these demonstrations, you should remember that it's the cause that matters and not anything else. And that is, we don't need any more immigration, we've got enough. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. There's an inspector. Hello.
Just want a selfie.
Okay, not a problem. I'll switch the lens around here.
Never trust a lefty with your kids.
Never trust a lefty! Never trust a lefty! Never trust a lefty with your kids!
Yeah, I agree. That's why I don't like being called one, because that has happened previously. Yeah, fine, thank you.
Are you with the process?
Yeah, I'm live streaming them from a slightly different angle to their official coverage, just to be complete.
streams?
To my YouTube channel.
Okay, alright. Are you one of a part of the group or are you someone separate?
That's a good question. I would consider myself separate but on their side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
because I believe it needs covering.
Take care, have a nice day.
Thank you, will do. Hopefully that's not aimed at me. Hopefully that's not aimed at me. Annoying, why do you have to resort to being anti-trans all of a sudden? Anyway, as Luke said, carry on, ignore the shits that you're going to get, and that's it. I'm actually with them on the immigration issue. Not just that, we get plenty of murderers and robbers and other criminals as well. Hello? Well, I might be. Funny thing is, weird though. The funny thing is though, I exposed a convicted sex offender once, Brandon Parfitt, and he didn't like it one bit. So I'm not that bad, come on. Look, there's the blue lights. Oh, they're going something completely different. It's quite funny. They're being hostile towards me. Yet I'm just here to cover the protest as an independent citizen journalist. This almost seems like it looks like an audit, but it isn't. Doesn't matter, does it? What's it to you?
What would you like to say?
Sorry?
What would you like to say about it?
Nothing really.
How do you feel? What's your feelings?
Rather not discuss. Norwich, this is where the protest is.
Hear what you're saying.
I'm just saying to the people in my life that we're in Norwich.
Because you bloody music too loud. No, you because your music's too loud.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
And very annoying.
I can't control that. I can't control the music.
Well, to be honest, for it to be a betrayal, you'd have to trust them, and I wouldn't trust them, so I don't consider it betrayal. Rather not discuss, sorry. No comment. Correct. Sorry?
Have you told your story?
Yeah, I'd rather not though, unfortunately, because of mouth hostility here. And it's not your fault, this is a hostile demo. Thank you anyway. Sorry, no comments, that.
They hardly create an environment to have a chat, do they?
Well, no, not really. Not with this loud music. You are right.
And then they're standing against each other.
Exactly. I agree.
They don't actually care.
I agree.
Oh, God.
I'm only here because this needs covering either way. Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's usually have a counter, but there obviously isn't today.
A counter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's usually a bigger counter group.
Yeah. Oh, looks like the police have got their camera on.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you all for turning up today and supporting Norwich. We are going to start with the speeches very shortly. I'd just like to take the time to thank you all for coming along. If you all just like to move up a bit further so we can hear the speakers when they come on. I'd also like to thank Jane for organising this today. So come on, a big cheer for Jane. And of course my partner in crime, Carla. I'm Steve, we're the founders of Unite the Right, and it's a pleasure to be here for you all. And we will come again. So without further ado, we'll start with the speakers. It looks like it's Carla. Everyone, a round of applause for Carla, please. Make her feel welcome. You're going to have to bear with her, she's got a bit of a bad throat. Too much succinate.
Let's believe in equality, that's what they say. But when 250,000 white girls were raped by Pakistani grooming gangs, 90% of those that rape those girls, you see the girl over there laughing, they laugh at raped children. That's the base, that's the base. 90% of those that raped the 250,000 girls were from Pakistani grooming gangs. So, what does Stand Up to Racism say? Stand Up to Racism says that we should stand up to racist people. Where was Stand Up to Racism when 250,000 white girls were raped? When 250,000 rape girls suffered? Where was Stand Up to Racism? Instead of protecting the girls, they were protecting the rapists, calling us racist, trying to call out what was happening. This isn't made up statistics, this is real statistics. I'm going to try and keep it, I'm going to be careful how I say things because it's children's, but I've got to say it still. So, these little girls, they wasn't just raped. Some was raped, they had acid poured in their eyes, all captured for a month, with 23 men brought into Capon, one after another. And when they tried to run away, they poured acid into her eyes. The last place that little girl see what her dad's loving eyes, it was that of a rapist. That man who did that got 8 years in prison. 8 years in prison, that's it. For doing that to that little girl. And what about the other ones that took the little girl and tied her to a chair and videoed her whilst a dog raped her? This is videoed. There's actual video of this. This was covered up by the police at the time. was giving them orders. I believe that leftism has infiltrated schools, education, police. It's a sickness. It's evil. I mean, this is prime example. If you look to your behind you, I'm laughing when I'm talking about rape. Now, let's just say if this was an Asian, let's just say if it was 250,000.
I'm not sure we'll continue with this. This is going to get a little bit tense, so I'll switch this and walk away a little.
No, should be saying that we were raping them. Right? That's not the only thing.
I'll just move to the edge.
Another little girl that was raped, and after they finished her body, they put her in commandment cell, and they chopped her up into little pieces like she was nothing. Now these people didn't only just rape these girls, they were infidels. Now do you know what infidels is? It's anything non-Muslim. That's what infidel is. And what these Muslims, radical Muslims are saying, is that we're going to bring Islam to every one of your homes. Every one. They say we're not here to integrate. We don't want to integrate, we want to take over. Yes, the argument is you get some good Muslims. Maybe there is some. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the majority that's on the internet that are saying and calling for a rise, for an attack at our homes, to come to every door. Islam isn't a peaceful religion. Look at its own country. Well, what's happening in Iran now? You don't hear these talking about Iran. Why aren't these talking about all the Christians being slaughtered in Iran? What about the women's being slaughtered because they don't want to wear a hijab? They don't want to put a blanket over their face and cover themselves anymore. What before? I think it was 1972. Before that, these people were liberal. They could wear whatever they want. They dressed like me and you. They were a Christian country. They were happy. So they're fighting Iran now. The ladies and the men trying to take that back. But what I like to know is these people believe. Now I don't think killing anybody's wrong. They're right, even like God. I don't think that. However, these people don't think that there's anything wrong with killing Jews. These hate Jews, right? So what these do is they will recognise certain murders and certain genocides. So they don't recognise the genocides of the Iranians. They're not that. Because what happened in Iran is they used Islamists and communists, which these are, to merge together, even though they hate each other, even though obviously you know if you went to Iran and you were a gay, a lesbian, a trans, you'd be beheaded. You won't like them in that country. So these people running at Christians for safety, and these people not those people, because they are not Islamists. These people support dangerous Islamists. They want to bring Islam to your home. There's something, do you know that's, I think you're on, two protests ago at Sheffield, and we had a preacher come up to us, who were an African immigrant, and he came up to us and he asked us what we were about, and then he went to the left and spoke to them, and he says to us, there's something wrong with the left. He says, we're not just fighting normal things, we're fighting something evil. He said, the left are demonic. Now, this is somebody who we were kind of fighting against him way back. Now, we have normal immigrants that come in, real immigrants, and that's fine. But why should we open his borders to people passing through France, people passing through Germany, economic migrants? You know, they're not the real immigrants, they're just people. Where are all the women? That's what I want to know. Where are all the children? Why is it just men that are coming to England on boats? Why also, if we have homeless people dying on the streets, sleeping out in tents, but then we've got immigrants who's in hotels, 4-star hotels. Can you imagine any other country where that would happen? Any other country? Also, these people believe that Gaza should be for Gaza, that they deserve to have their own land. But why can't we have our own land? Why can't England be for England? You're a disgrace! You're a disgrace! You're a hypocrite! You're a hypocrite! The other day on Facebook, I had a general, I went on a group called Explain Racism, and I thought, I'm full of sickness, it's broken nature, it's control. So I went on this room, and it was just full of white, liberal people turning around and race-baiting black people, Asian people, and saying, look at this picture of these white people. I said this about this kid. I'm running on a test. I got loads and loads of images, loads of pictures, videos. It got African people elbowing with new faces. I know it's going back to the crazy, isn't it? But it's basically like a white person. So people are walking through, you can go and set up here and just punch a white person in the face, elbow and go to push them to the train tracks. This is massive, this happens all the time. Go look on YouTube, it's not lies, it's there. I don't waste me, I say the facts. So I don't think that's what I shared then. I shared at 2 o'clock in the morning, I thought, do it. Woke up the next morning, it was exactly as I expected. Not one of those videos that have been shown of the immigrants or the race, but not English, beating on it in detail. Not one of them have been shared. However, what was shared was this Englishman calling a black man a racial term, not used, it's not the case. So yeah, racism does happen, but it's, I can honestly say, in all the private chats that we have in the room, there's no racism. And I think 2 years we've been doing it 3 times we've had to say to somebody, don't bring that shit there, we don't want that here. 3 times and all of their things. So yeah, racism does happen and it does exist. But these lots of people, race baiters, you know, we had a black lady from London came up, I think last week, she had a couple of weeks ago to join us. She stood up front and she had the left come up to her. And you know what the left said to her? How much have they paid you to come and join them? So, in that very comment, because she was black, stood with a white woman, she must have been weird. So, straight away, they looked to her colour and they assumed that's racist. They don't recognise that, they recognise it one way. So, I want to really expose Stand Up to Racism. Stand Up to Racism is being funded by government, by Labour. They're not there because they care about Asians. They're not there because they care about black people or Chinese people. They're there because they want to divide. Now, I know this can sound quite controversial. People say right-winger dividers. We're not here to divide. If this country continues as it is, there's going to be civil war. It's going to come, right? We don't want that. We don't want people dying, but it's going to come. So if we get things in the country, imagine that. Imagine just keeping your borders open, but all the people just keep coming in. So if that keeps happening, there's going to be civil war. What we want is to have a serious government that's going to vet these immigrants that have come in. That's going to look at who they are, and we're going to pick the ones that we want. This is England. We don't want no shit. We don't want the rich ones coming in. We don't need cleaners. We don't need people delivering food. You know the people who are delivering food, you know today, you know when my daughter opens the door now, I used to be able to send my daughter to the door and get the food. No concern. Now I go to the door because, and this is again, it's true, we've had, well I think at least to my knowledge, we've had more 3 cases where Deliveroo or places like that, but other food places, have sent people with food to the house and they've broken either the tablet and raised the girl. We've had someone who's come to deliver TV from a company and have gone back and raised the girl. So now you can't even open your door just to normal things. Right? This has got to stop. We've got to stop laying there brainwash people. And I've got to say something as well. You're losing. Because right here today, we have somebody who was left. We have quite a few people actually who's joined us. And what they're saying about F, unless you think and speak exactly as they speak, they don't want you in. They eventually, we didn't radicalise them, you push them away with your sick, rigid ideologies. They come today and go and I asked them, I said, what made you join my wing? And the reason you joined my wing is because of the reason you said, and also because of the sick trans movement. The movement that would allow transgender people to go into schools and dance sexually. This is what's going to happen. Transgender men have been going in bikinis and pants and dancing in front of crashes and stuff like that at kids. That's sick. flashing a man in a dress if you think you can do that. What was your right to that? It's being used as paedophilia. If you want to go and put a dress on in your bedroom, do it, crack on, I don't care. But do not radicalise, do not normalise it, right? It is normal, right? It's an illness. And I feel sorry for these people, right? These people should be getting mental health help, right? They should be getting the services that they need. But instead of the government giving them services, they use it. It's another subgroup, another group that they can use to develop, another sickness that they can bring into society, right? So I just want to just say one more thing. So in Lebanon, it was about 15 years ago, 14 years ago, it was 75% Muslim country, right? And just like Ireland, probably 20 years ago, they said refugees welcome here. That would have been me 20 years ago. But when they let all the refugees in, what did it happen? Did it get peacefully and integrated? No. What they did is they murdered the Lebanese, they slaughtered them, they raped them, they said convert or leave. And now, that is an Islamic country, right? This is going to be England, right? They are not here to integrate. They do not want to integrate. Yes, and again, you get some that want to integrate. But I'm not talking about those, I'm talking about the mass. We need to protect our race. Isn't it funny when everybody can sing about their race or their religion? Look at all the churches that have been burnt down. 400 churches across Europe, 150 churches in England. What story saying? 3 days after those little girls were bludgeoned, right? Did he stand up and say, we're going to protect the children? No, what he did is he rage-baited again. He said, I'm going to give 117 million to protect mosques. People weren't attacking mosques at that time. People weren't doing anything like that. They was at the hotels, that's where we were. They was at the hotels, not mosques. But what the government did, they said, we're going to give 117 million to mosques. Right? And then a couple of weeks ago, again, 50 million. Another 50 million to mosques. Right? Where are the protection for the churches? We're the ones being under attack. We're the ones being attacked. I'll go back to this group Pastor was saying. So I were on Facebook and someone had come on and they put a comment on about white people. And it was an Asian man. He says, I live in a white area, I'm Asian. He says, and the white people know that. He said, the children literally, blah, blah, blah. He said, they're just scruff. All those people, make the white people do that. We're like it, maybe they'll sing up, all like it, cheering on. The word white, cheering on as if we are all looking all scruffy. So I said, what I purposely did is just what I would not be doing, I'm mirroring my language back to him. And I said his exact words, in the same comments down, and they were that thick, they all attacked me, and I let them all attack in these comments. And after I said, now go back at his comment, look at mine, I said the exact thing about all Asians are chucking rubbish and furniture. I said, and you've not said one thing to him, and you've applauded him, but when it came to me, because I'm white, you said I'm racist, and that worked. So, exposing racism is not exposing racism, group. It's actually race baiting. So, anyway, I'll let someone else speak. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Let's see if we want to start away. I'll do it. Oh, the screen's still upside down.
I want you all to look around. This is Norwich. These are our streets. It was once a place of pride. Nation. But that has changed. Our once beautiful brick hotel, once welcoming families at weddings, now demonstrates a turning point for this country.